Hello and welcome to yet another exciting episode of the Campus Live. Nelson Mandela once said, "There can be no greater gift than that of giving one's time and energy to helping others without expecting anything in return." Let's dive right into what the community engagement did to see the amazing efforts on this special day.
Hi UJ community, this is Fiona Mahlori and we are at Ellis Park Stadium. We are taking part in the Jozi My Jozi initiative for Nelson Mandela Day, where we will be cleaning up the city of Johannesburg. There's going to be lots of fun activities. As you can see around us, it's a collaboration with different organizations, different companies, different CBOs. We've come together to contribute to the greater good and making Johannesburg great again. What are you doing for Nelson Mandela Day? I hope that you will be taking part in one of our initiatives and activities. Not only are we doing the Jozi My Jozi cleanup, we will also be in hospitals close to our campuses where we will be lending a helping hand to the most vulnerable, to the sick in our communities. So please take part in Nelson Mandela Day activities. It is a wonderful day. There's so many festivities. You get to engage with other people and contribute to the greater good. So I hope you will have fun and make every day a Mandela Day. Thank you and see you again later.
Hi Nelson, my name is Gabby Sidikwe and I'm a volunteer champion at the University of Johannesburg, and today we're here at the Nelson Mandela Children's Hospital to help clean the solar panels. We get doing our job as citizens in this lovely hospital. As you can see, we're hard at work making sure that they are super clean, because cleanliness is next to godliness. So today we're making sure that these solar panels are also clean as the hospital inside.
I am Dr. Rodney Peto, the Acting Chief Executive Officer of Helen Joseph Tertiary Hospital. And today it is a day that we're celebrating of an icon called Dr. Nelson Mandela. We are in the midst of the company of the University of Johannesburg students under the umbrella of Community Engagement Volunteer Champions. So the University of Johannesburg students, they are here to help us in cleaning and tidying up all the departments and the offices of the hospital. They'll be going to theatre, they'll be going to the renal unit. Some of them will be going to the administrative department to help with all the documents that need to be placed in a correct order. So this is a day that we really appreciate a lot and we celebrate it on an annual basis. This process has been going on for many years. Standing here, I'm also a proud product of the Nelson Mandela Fidel Castro Medical Program. It's thanks to this old man that we are celebrating today, Dr. Nelson Mandela, that I'm also a doctor. We are having students that are studying at UJ, the majority, of course, being helped by the government, but it's thanks to the kindness of Nelson Mandela. And we are here to say, long live the spirit of Tata Nelson Mandela, long live.
TESIECS Intra-Africa Mobilities Project facilitates degree-seeking and credit-seeking students' academic mobilities. Among its African partners through scholarship provision for master's and PhD students in the area of climate change. Let's see what happened at this groundbreaking initiative.
Dr. Sinatemba Sidloi from the Dean's Office, Humanities at UJ, and I'm the coordinator of TESIECS. TESIECS is an Intra-Africa Mobility Project. It's a joint collaboration or joint partnership between the University of Johannesburg, the University of the Western Cape, the University of Botswana, Namibia University of Science and Technology, University of Zimbabwe, as well as Free University in Amsterdam as our technical partner. So what TESIECS is going to do, we have received funding that we'll use to support masters and PhD students for intra-Africa mobilities. We also support intra-Africa mobilities for academic staff as well as support staff. And we also have what we call traineeships or internships that will cater for students. Now, what I said in the beginning that we have the masters and the PhD scholarships that we provide. For the traineeships, we will provide from the undergraduate students. We have a website, TESIECS@uj.ac.za, which is what we use to put up all the calls for interviews, but also to give every detail for the scholarships that we offer and the programs that we offer. What is also important to note is that we are giving full scholarships for the PhD and the masters, but also we have what is called credit-seeking mobilities. Now, what credit-seeking mobilities mean is that if you say, for example, you want to go and do a research methodology proposal at the University of Botswana, so then we can fund you for that. So you don't want to do the full degree, but you simply want to do a credit-seeking mobility. So we also have an opportunity for that. So I think it's a very exciting provision because, like the speakers were saying, it allows our students to travel within the different institutions that we're partnering with. South African students will be able to study at Botswana, at Zimbabwe, at NUST, and also vice versa. And I think it's an important part where we are able then to travel within Africa. And yeah, I hope our students go through the website. The application process is also very straightforward. We just had a recent call that was opened for the University of Zimbabwe and the University of Botswana. We also have a guidelines document that stipulates everything that a student needs to have in order to qualify for our mobilities. So I hope that our students apply, and thank you so much to UJ and to our professors for spearheading this important offering.
So good afternoon, colleagues. So I'm very happy to welcome you to the TESIECS Consortium launch, and thank you very much for being here. I am Camila Naidu. I'm the program coordinator for the day, or for the event, but I'm also the Dean of the Faculty of Humanities here at UJ, and I'm very, very pleased to see you all here today. Today is indeed a good day to launch a successful EU co-funded project under the umbrella of the Intra-Africa Academic Mobilities Scheme. And this scheme focuses specifically on sustainable and innovative environmental change solutions. And to make this project take off the ground and happen in the way that it does, we are grateful for our very dynamic partners and collaborators. You've been central to energizing this initiative. And I met all of you last night, and you look ready and rearing to go. So this is certainly a very great day for us to be able to bring you all together. But we're also very pleased with the institutional support that we've received. We have received very enthusiastic support from our different institutions, and we're going to ask our senior managers to say a few words on the launching of this project today.
So I think for me, it's just to say it is actually wonderful to be here at the University of Johannesburg. I think this is one of the universities that we've been looking at in terms of wanting to collaborate. And there is a saying, be careful what you wish for because it may just happen. So my Vice Chancellor actually sends his regards. You have to just take my word for it. So at the University of Botswana, we're really thrilled. We're thrilled for several reasons. But the most important one of those reasons is the collaboration amongst us in Southern Africa. we find that those of us who are in the research space, and particularly because of where funding comes from, we find that we often collaborating more with our Northern Hemisphere colleagues, and we really do not know our colleagues in the Southern Hemispheres who are actually working in the same environment, have more fitting experiences that will enrich us. So this opportunity really is massive in terms of the barriers that is breaking down for us.
Good afternoon, dear academics, professor, all of protocol observed. I don't know where to start. Firstly, well, greetings from my ambassador, Sandra Kramer, who takes a lot of interest in especially academic cooperation, which the EU is happy to do. She's in Europe at the moment, and so I'm replacing her. And so my name is Jyrki. I come from Finland. Very different environment at the first sight, but at the same we can observe similar challenges when it comes to the objective of this consortium's work. You can imagine that the Arctic, being such a fragile environment, is hit first by the climate change. And as an example, in last 10 years, Finland has received 100 new butterfly species. So this is telling what is going on here. I have in my work, I am doing mostly the green transition with economic terms. So I'm obviously also my team is looking into the economic opportunities and growth. Now we have come finally to a situation where we realize that we cannot do growth without observing the environment and the climate. I mean, like, this is no news, and I don't need to convert the preached to the converted. The name TESIECS, I'm doing it right. It looks exactly what only the European Union and the academy can come up with, a brand that nobody can pronounce. My Directorate General is called International Partnership, INTPA, so these things. So when it comes to the topics, there is no need, this was already described what this is doing. And why we are having this is based on the EU, African Union, African continent cooperation. But I'm very happy of opening discussion on the importance of cooperation. The European Union is a fruit of cooperation. It's, so we are very comfortable of promoting this aspect. And I don't think that the EU, and it's clear, we could never be a successful continent if we did not cooperate. We would never be a successful continent if we didn't cooperate with our neighbors. And as you are aware, Africa is the priority continent for the European Union. Historical, economic, and now the challenge is what we have.
We have come to the end of our episode, but do be sure to catch us again next week. Until I see you next time, goodbye.